Ang lesson natin today is finding the perfect business. Have you found the perfect business? Di ba today, many people are so obsessed looking for the perfect business. Pero let me just pause for a while kasi meron akong tanong sa inyo. Ano ba ang perfect business para sa inyo? Describe it to me.
There's no perfect business, but you create the business.
Okay. Okay, masyado ka nauna sa akin eh. Masyado ka nang magaling eh. Di ba? Di ba? Pero people are looking for perfect. They're even willing to take the risk, di ba? In 2021, there's a great resignation. Di ba? All over the world. Because they don't like their business, they're looking for another business. Pero, so itong perfect business, pag naghahanap ka ng perfect business, ano ang perfect business? Kasi sa iba, naghahanap pa sila eh. Sabi ni Joel, longevity. Sabi ni Tere, no? Kumikita yung negosyo, your people are happy. Totoo yun, no? Generational business, you can pass it on to the next generation. Okay, pero yung generational business, minsan hindi gusto ng next generation eh. Ako, when I was thinking, what's a perfect business ba? And just agree kung agree kayo. Ang perfect business, yung sigurado yung kita. Tama ba yun? Di ba maghanap ka lang ng business, dapat sigurado yung kita. Tapos hindi lang sigurado yung kita. Dapat malaki yung kita. Hindi ba? Okay, ang perfect, sigurado yung kita, malaki yung kita, tapos the last. Dapat yung hindi tayo napapagod. You understand what I'm saying? Na hindi tayo napapagod. Di ba yun ang perfect na business? Yung hindi ka napapagod. Now, people today are so obsessed looking for this perfect business. Marami ang nagre-resign, taking the risk. Willing sila sumugal maski comfortable na sila, willing sila sumugal hoping that makita nila yung magandang negosyo. Pero ang tanong ko, alam mo, marami sa inyo, you are here, you're still looking for that business. Yung iba, nag-Usana na. While Usana is good, pero di ba? Hindi naman lahat ng negosyo kumikita, di ba? In fact, many people today are disappointed with the business that they found. So, when they get disappointed with the business that they found, they start to struggle. What do I mean they start to struggle? Pag hindi kumikita masyado, nadidepress sila, nalulungkot sila. And then today, daming tinatawag na mental health issues. Naririnig ba niyo yun, mental health issues? Yun ang concern ngayon. I see a lot of young adults dito, no? Pero yun ang problem natin, mental health issues. Ito ang concern ko ngayon. Some people are depressed. And then sabi nila, nag-pray sila, sabi nila, Lord, di ba gusto ko lang naman, Lord, guminhawa buhay ko? Bakit hirap na hirap ako? When will you give me the perfect business? So yun ang sasagutin natin today. How do you find the perfect business? So how do you find the perfect business? Let me show you what Bible says about the perfect business. Can you open your Bibles and read from Proverbs chapter 14, verse 23? My version says, in all labor, there is profit, but mere talk leads to poverty. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, no? What's a perfect business? The perfect business is one na malaki ang kita. So according to this verse, paano mo papakitain ang isang negosyo? What do you need to do in order for that business to profit? Sabi dyan, you labor. Di ba? Only labor brings profit. That's what Solomon was saying in the book of Proverbs. When you labor, there will be profit. Proverbs 13, verse 11. Wealth obtained by fraud dwindles, but the one who gathers by labor increases it. Now look at what Bible is saying. Tayo, naghahanap tayo ng negosyo, sigurado ang kita. Ang Bible is telling us, kung gusto mo kumita, magtrabaho ka. Kung gusto mong yumaman, you get rich by labor. You know, I feel sad today that when people leave their job, going to other businesses today. Sikat ang insurance, sikat ang multi-level network marketing, and there's nothing wrong with these businesses. Pero akala nila, these are easy business na pag pumasok ka sigurado. Marami akong kaibigan today, no, andito ngayon sa USANA. And some are really successful, some are struggling. Ang tanong, paano na sila naging successful? And I always tell my friends, yung nag-succeed, yun yung nagsipag. Kung gusto mong kumita sa isang negosyo, magsipag ka. Kasi ang sipag lang ang gumagawa ng pera. In my book, Creating Wealth and Managing Finances, one of the principle doon, sinabi ko, only work can make wealth. Only work can make wealth. Pag nagtrabaho ka, nakakagawa ka ng pera. Paano itong sinasabi today? No? Today, in the internet, sinasabi, you want to get rich? Invest. Minsan sasabihin pa sa inyo, why save? Sayang yung pera tulog. Ako, tanong ko dyan, ano invest mo pag hindi ka nag-ipon? And ano iipunin mo pag hindi ka nagtrabaho? So hindi ko siya maintindihan. Why does it seem so easy to invest? Na hindi mo fino-focus sa tao, mag-ipon ka muna, pero bago ka makaipon, magtrabaho ka. And so I hear a lot of these people, sabihin nila, mag-ipon ka, sayang. Let me share pa something that I heard. Sabi niya, pag nag-ipon ka, lagay mo sa bangko, hindi ka yayaman kasi hindi lalaki. Okay? Sabi nila, mag-invest ka kasi lalaki. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, pero ito tanong ko. Bakit mo naman gustong ang magpayaman sa iyo yung bangko? Di ba medyo may sira ka rin, nagtrabaho ka, nag-ipon ka, gusto mo, lumaki yung pera mo sa bangko. Hindi mo kaya palaki ng bangko yun. Hindi lalaki ang pera sa bangko, tao pa rin ang nagpapalaki nun. So ako, nag-ipon ako, linagay ko sa bangko. Hindi ko naman siya tinago sa bangko para lumaki siya doon. Tinago ko siya para later magamit ko siya sa negosyo. Pag trinabaho ko yung pera na yon, lalaki yun. Pag hindi ko trinabaho, hanggang doon na lang yon. So, I need people to understand only work can really make wealth. Now, sabi mo, bakit ang stock sumataas din? Bakit ang mutual fund? Totoo naman, wala akong problema. Pero let's take mutual fund for example. Hindi siya masama pero normal mutual fund is 8% a year. In business, if you do business, parang kaibigan kong si Cecil, she makes 50 to 100% a year. Di ba, Cecil, di ba? Okay? No, but when you do business, you really earn more than pag ininvest mo lang. So, I just need to help people understand. Pag nagtrabaho ka, kikita ka. Pag in-invest mo, kikita ka pa rin. Pero hindi ganun kalaki. Kanina, I was asking you, di ba? Are you looking for the perfect business or for perfect opportunity? And I have to tell people, there's no perfect opportunity or there's no perfect business. There's no such thing. Kasi, ginagawa siya, hindi siya hinahanap. Hindi hinahanap ang perfect opportunity, ginagawa. So ito tanong ko, are you looking for a better opportunity? Ang inisip ko, baka naman andyan na sa'yo. Diba yung opportunity, andun ka na ngayon. There's a possibility that there's another better opportunity elsewhere. Pwede yun. However, it's also possible that you are where you should be. Kasi, ang perfect na opportunity or perfect na negosyo ginagawa. Hindi hinahanap. Most of you know my story of how we started with barren land. Di ba today, it's a lush forest. Marami siyang laman. And I told you, while we borrowed money to start the business, yung piggery, after that, hindi na kami humiram. Di ba? It's a nice farm. Last Saturday, may dinala kami mga 20 tao doon. They come from different parts of the country. They were so impressed. Pero nagsimula kami, barren land. Today, I feel I have a very good business. Pero hindi naman yun hinanap, di ba? Ginawa. So I need all of you to understand, stop looking for perfect opportunities or perfect businesses. Stop looking for them. Kasi walang ganon. There's no perfect opportunity. Ginagawa siya. I have been telling people, when they ask me anong magandang negosyong pasukan, I always tell them, Walang magandang negosyo, wala rin pangit. Lahat ng negosyo maganda, lahat ng negosyo pangit. Kasi ang success ng negosyo wala sa negosyo. Nasa nagnenegosyo. Therefore, I need you to understand, the person who is willing to labor will succeed. The person who is willing to work will profit. And yun ang nakita natin sa Proverbs. Can you read Proverbs 28, verse 19? Proverbs 28, verse 19. He who tills his land will have plenty of food, but he who follows empty pursuit will have poverty in plenty. Let me just show you the emphasis. Sabi niya, he who tills his land will have plenty of food. Now, you're not farmer. Ako lang ang farmer. Meron ba kayong land? In many of my lessons in the past, I told you that God has planted a garden for all of you. Di ba? I use the concept of a garden. That God will plant a garden for all of us. Yung garden can take many forms. It could be your work. It could be your business. It is something that God has given you to take care of. However, some of you will say, ayoko dun sa binigay ni God eh. Pero sabi niya, he who tills his land, meaning kung ano binigay ni God, will have plenty of food. Pero nga, sabi mo, hindi ko siya feel hindi ko siya feel. Yung pinasa ng nanay ko tsaka tatay ko, hindi ko siya feel. You see, stop looking for that feeling. Life is not about feeling. Some of you talk about passion. To me, it's purpose. Kasi parating mas madali magsimula kung ano nang meron ka. So wherever you are today, sabi ni God, he who tills his land will have plenty of food. So wherever you are today, pag tatrabahuin mo siya, kikita yan. Pero the second part says, he who follows empty pursuit will have poverty in plenty. What does that mean? Minsan, meron ka ng negosyo, naghahanap ka pa doon sa iba, baka may mas maganda. I hope you don't mind, no? And when you have more money, you start to invest, no? Invest ka sa stocks, invest ka sa mutual fund, invest ka sa Bitcoin, invest sa passive income. So, there's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. Pero nung dumami yung pera nila, mamaya naghahanap na sila ng opportunity na padamihin yung pera nila. Ito problema ko. 'Di ba? Yung negosyo nyo ang gumawa ng pera pambili ng stocks, ng mutual fund, ng condo, 'di ba? So ibig sabihin mas malaki yung kita sa negosyo ninyo. Now why are you expecting stocks to give you higher return? Do you understand what I'm telling you? And para sa akin, passive income simple lang. It comes from a healthy business. Naintindihan niyo yun? When the business is healthy, income comes in on a regular basis. Kailangan mong patrabahuin, pero maganda yung kita kasi healthy siya. Now, yung nag-invest sa stocks, sa mutual fund, ulitin ko, there's nothing wrong with them. Pero kamusta? Kamusta stocks at saka mutual fund nyo? Maganda kita, no? Diba? 3 taon nang hindi kumikita yung mutual fund nyo. Bagsak sila. Ako, negosyante ako. Total, wala namang mutual fund person siguro dito, no? Negosyante ako. So sabi sa akin nung mutual fund na kaibigan ko, kung saan ko linagay yung pera ko, sabi niya, Sir Dong, paper loss yan. Tama naman siya, paper loss. Pag hintayin ko lang enough, babalik yan. Pero you see, I'm a businessman eh. That's not paper loss. Kasi pag nasa akin yung pera, napalaki ko na yon. And bago siya bumalik sa dating level, I will have to wait for more years. Pero pag nagtrabaho ako, kumita na ako. Now, ulitin ko ha, because I want to be very careful. There's nothing wrong with stocks, mutual fund, condo. There's really nothing wrong with that. Pero pag sinabaho ko yung negosyo ko, mas malaki ang kita doon. With less effort, mas kontrolado ko pa. You know, I often tell people, no, kasi lahat kayo, feeling nyo dapat mag-stocks kayo, mutual fund, para yumaman kayo. Kasi may nagsabi sa internet, ito na naman tong internet na to. Dapat may stocks ka tsaka mutual fund kasi lahat ng mayaman may stocks at mutual fund. Ito sagot ko. Kaya lang naman may stocks at tsaka mutual fund ang mayaman kasi sobra-sobra daming pera. Hindi na nila alam kung saan nilalagay. So maski bumagsak yun, wala silang pakialam. So tanong ko, kamusta? Madami na ba kayo masyadong pera na pag naglagay kayo dun sa kwan, okay lang yon? Pag ganun ang state mo, parang kaibigan kong si Ron, no? Sobra-sobra daming pera. No? Pwede yun. Pero pag hindi ka pa parang si Henry C., wag muna. Pag inipon ko yan, tulog yan, hindi lalaki. Ulitin ko ha, this is a perspective ng negosyante. Hindi naman bangko magpapalaki ng pera ko eh. Ako naman magpapalaki ng pera ko eh. Nasa bangko siya para padamihin, para pag meron akong gustong bilhin o mag-invest in the future, malaki na yung pera. And I hope you understand. Yun ang sinasabi ng Proverbs 28 verse 19. He who tills his land will have plenty of food, meaning plenty profit. But he who follows empty pursuit will have poverty and plenty. And minsan, napapatay mo yung main business mo sa kakahanap ng ibang bagay. This is my perspective. Ulitin ko, akin lang to. I can get rich with one opportunity. One opportunity lang. So some people will say diversify. Ako, I can get rich with one opportunity. Pagpagandahin ko yon. And then, I want you to understand, I want people to understand, para sa akin, the best passive income is a healthy business. Some of you will say, kondo. Okay ba kondo? Uy, okay yung kondo. Pag marami magre-rent. Ngayon, marami ba nagre-rent ngayon? Patay kayo sa Manila, walang magre-rent. Bakit? Kasi pumunta na sa probinsya. Patay. Di ba? Pera mo na sa kondo. Bibenta mo pa siya. Pero, pag nagtrabaho ka lang na nagtrabaho, maraming pera. The best passive income is a healthy business. And the health of a business is determined by your willingness to work. Klaro ba yun? Ulitin ko ha. The best passive income comes from a healthy business. But the health of a business is determined by your ability or willingness to work. You know, I believe life is fair. Life is very fair. That God will reward you according to what you do. So therefore, can you turn your Bibles to Job chapter 34 verse 11? For he pays a man according to his work, and makes him find it according to his ways. God will bless you. Di ba? All of you are praying for blessings. Tama ba yun? Lord, mag-i-invest ako. Sana tama, di ba? Lord, gagawin ko to. Sana tama. What we've read, sabi niya, God will pay a man according to his work. Not decision. Not investment. According to his work. So sabi ko sa kanyo kanina, there are no perfect business. There are no perfect opportunities. Ang perfect na negosyo, ginagawa yan, hindi hinahanap. So it is possible that you are in the perfect business already. Perfect for you. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Not perfect for me, it's perfect for you. Yung negosyo mo, tama para sa'yo. Pero ulitin ko, based lang yan siya sa willingness mo magtrabaho mabuti. So, sana tandaan niyo yun. Stop looking for perfect businesses. You are in it already. Start working to make your business perfect.